Do you want to learn everything there is to know about Rochester, New York? Maybe it's the suburb of Irondequoit? Well, tap that notification bell and subscribe below, and that way you'll be the first to learn about the latest market trends here in Rochester, New York. In today's video, we're going to be going over in depth the town of Irondequoit, what there is to know about it, 3 different homes, very similar price points, but we'll go over the little details of what the differences are. But before we do that, I just want to have you stick around till the end because I am going to share with you a little tidbit about Irondequoit that you just might not know. Hey everybody, my name is Kristen Delves. I'm a local realtor here in Rochester, New York. And if this is your first time to my channel, I get calls every day from people just like you who are looking to make the move here to Rochester, this amazing city, and we're having a beautiful day today. So whether you're moving in 3 days, 3 months, or 3 years, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or better yet, let's do a Zoom call so I can see you face to face and we can find your Rochester, New York lifestyle. In today's video, I'm starting off, before we get to the homes, I am walking on the Irondequoit Pier, and it is just a beautiful, crisp, clear spring morning. So you can see the beauty behind me. We have a great day today. Sun is out, and behind me actually is the channel that goes into the Irondequoit Bay. So one of the unique things about Irondequoit over most of the cities in the US is the fact that it is surrounded by 3 different bodies of water, and the south side is actually landlocked. So if you're talking about the west side of Irondequoit, it actually is bordered by the Genesee River. The north part is Lake Ontario, which if you're not from around here and you look at Lake Ontario, you would be thinking it is an ocean because you cannot see the other side, but the other side would be Canada. And then on the east side is Irondequoit Bay, which this is the channel behind me, and that takes you right back there into Irondequoit. So if I take a pan around, you can kind of see the pier just as it's coming behind me. And the water today is actually very, very cold, but it's pretty mild as far as waves go. So we are in Irondequoit at our first stop, and this is on the west side of Irondequoit. So Irondequoit is broken up to the west side and the east side, and these 3 properties that I'm going to be showing you today are all on the west side of town. They are actually all on the same street. So we are in a little suburb called Oak Grove, and this area, you drive down the street and you just feel like you are in a park. There are so many trees and they're just fully grown, and there's lots of them. So if you can take a look around and see in the background here how the trees are just so mature, and it just feels like you are in this park. I can hear the birds chirping, really a different neighborhood when you buy around here. So these 3 houses are $10,000 apart, and we're gonna get into it right now. So we are at our first house. We're gonna walk across the street here and take a look at it. But in the meantime, look at the background and the whole area behind here. Everything is blooming and just gorgeous right now. So this colonial is actually a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It has a wood burning stove, just under a half-acre lot, 1,700 square feet. Who wouldn't want this for $369? Okay, so we are at the second house. This house is $10,000 more than the last house we were at. So a couple things that make this a little bit different is the fact that this house is actually on a cul-de-sac, so giving it a little bit more privacy. The other thing too is the trees in the cul-de-sac are more mature, fully grown. It's very private down here, so that's another benefit too. Now the other thing is this house is a ranch, so we're coming up to it now, and ranches are always sought after. They're just easier to get around. Sometimes there's no steps, but so ranches do go for a little bit more money than a traditional two-story, depending upon the size and of course some other factors as well. But the other thing with this house is this one has one less bedroom than the last house, but it also has an added bath. So it's 3.5 bath here, and the extra square footage, the cul-de-sac, basically gives it that increase of that $10,000. So that's why this one is a little bit more. So we're walking across the street to one of the last houses today. This house is actually, again, another $10,000 more than the last house, and there is a couple reasons why. So this is going to be very, very private. The square footage in this house jumps up to 2,662 square feet, and it does have a bigger yard, which is 0.62 of an acre. So if you can see behind me all of the privacy that it does offer, it's definitely worth the extra 10 grand. Here's a little bit better of an angle from this side of the street, which it also has a 2-car garage. So plenty of places for parking. And again, this area in Oak Grove is just really stunning. So if you want privacy, but you still want to be close to the water, this is where it's at. So a little interesting fact about Irondequoit is the fact that behind me is the Jackrabbit, and that is part of the Seabreeze Amusement Park, which is right in our own backyard. So it's super cool. And this particular roller coaster, the Jackrabbit, is actually the oldest continuously operating roller coaster in North America, but it's also the 4th oldest continuing operating wooden roller coaster in the world. So pretty neat for our little town here in Irondequoit, New York. Do you think you would want to live beachside? Or maybe you want to live on Irondequoit Bay, because if you have a boat, super easy to put your boat in and out right here at the docks. Or maybe you want to live on the Lake Ontario side.